one of the areas where it is most scenic right now is downtown Charleston. News 2's Libba Holland has been on the peninsula all day. She went from Colonial Lake to the Horse Lot, then to Marion Square. Libba, where are you right now? It looks like you might be doing some shopping.
Well, here's the thing, guys. So many people have been out here walking around playing in the snow. And a lot of people have been looking for places that were open. So right now I'm on King Street. I'm just a few blocks up from Marion Square, not too far up, but there really are very few places open. I know right here on King Street, just past Calhoun Street, we have Spring Roll, which is a Chinese restaurant, an Asian restaurant right there. They have been serving food. I saw somebody walking out with a giant brown bag of Chinese food that just looked incredibly delicious walking down the street. And also right behind me is this Subway. And let me tell you, this Subway was open until they served so many people today, they ran out of bread. So they're about to close down because they served the owner here said that he had a record number of customers today because really it's the only thing open. But if you look at the roads here, you can see, yes, there's a coating of snow, but there is a lot of ice on top of this. There is a lot of dangerous ice. So when cars are driving down here, they really can't go any faster than maybe 10 miles an hour. And a lot of the cars that we have seen out here have been, like, take a look at this car right here. You can kind of see him go by. We have another one right behind you, Mike, going by too. So, and a lot of cars that we've seen out here that have been parked all day, they've now gotten snow all the way caked on top of it. Like, look at that one. See the car in front of us? They got snow piled up on it. So the guy that owns the Subway, he has a BMW out here. He was just out here a few minutes ago trying to scrape everything off of it. And you heard Becky earlier talking about the best way to do that. Maybe if you don't have an ice scraper, a credit card. Yeah, you know. You can always get a new one. You can always get a new one out there. So there, if you take a look at here, point up, Mike, you can see the snow in the palmetto tree here. And that's something that you just don't see. Hey, guys up there. So a lot of people here on King Street having snow parties. A lot of people out here taking photos, just really taking all of this in. But it's just so crazy how quiet it is, how all the stores are closed up. Nobody's out here doing business except for a few select shops and a few select convenience stores. So, you know, when we were talking about this storm, you know, we encouraged people to have some stuff in case you can't get out to the store for a few days. So just kind of hang out. We got a guy right here. What are you doing? Snapchat? You want to come talk to me about the snow real quick? Come here. It's all right. It's all right. Where are you from?
I'm from Morocco.
From where?
Morocco.
Morocco. So what's this weather like to you?
Oh, it's cold. It's freezing, yeah. I'm not used to it at all, yeah.
How long have you been here in Charleston?
I've been here for like a year and a half now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you ever think that you would see something like this?
No, never, to be honest, yeah. This is too cold for us. Yeah, I don't like it.
So you came here for the beach, I guess?
Yeah, I came here for the beach and for the warm weather, for sure, yeah.
All right,
yeah.
Awesome.
But I do like it. I do like it today. It's fun. It's something new, so why not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, hey, do you live down here in downtown Charleston?
I do live here, yeah.
So,
actually, I live on Mary Street. It's like 2 blocks away from here. So
how do you know, if we can back up, there seems to be a good amount of traffic coming through here right now. Oh, some people on some mopeds. I like that. So tell me, where have you been going to kind of get food or go to the store? Is there anything really open around downtown?
There's nothing open right now. I've been looking for a coffee shop for the past like an hour and I couldn't find it.
You and me both, my friend. Yeah. That would be nice to have a nice cup of hot chocolate.
Yeah. I went to Kudu. It's a known place here in Charleston. I love their coffee, but they're closed today, so yeah. All right. I wish they were open, yeah.
All right. Well, as it's starting to, what was that? We heard something back that way. We're not. Oh, it might be these people right here in this makeshift sled. Oh yes, they're in a storage bin right here. They're pulling her. Not working out quite the way they thought. Also, we saw somebody roped to the back of a car skiing down the highway, and the police did stop him and say, hey, you know, it looks like you're having some fun, but might not be a good idea to do that on King Street. So people are just really taking advantage of this rare opportunity for snow here in the Low Country, especially here in downtown Charleston. This is such a picturesque scene that we may not see ever again. You know, I've done the Cooper River Bridge run before. You know, you're running down here and it's hot, and you have so many people surrounding you. And just imagine if this was something that came in every winter and every spring. I don't know if it would be as possible. And, you know, I believe we have the Charleston Marathon coming up soon. So we'll have to kind of look in on that and see what's going to be going on with that. But yeah, this is a look at downtown, you guys. If you take a look at once again the palmetto trees, and we have just so much going on out here. We got a little dog enjoying the snow over here, but only a few convenience stores open, only a few restaurants are open. Everything's pretty much closed. Where are you guys from? Germany. Oh, what's this weather like for you?
That's normal.
Yeah.
We're used to that kind of weather.
All right. Well, you guys enjoy your time. How long are you here?
For until Saturday, but we're starving. We have no food.
Yeah, that seems to be an issue. Well, if you find something, come hunt me down and let me know, because this is something that everybody's looking for. Well, we're holding up traffic here in the street, so we're going to move over here. But you guys, this is such a rare opportunity and something that's so cool to watch. But I do encourage people, if you're going to be out, if you're going to be playing in the snow, if you're going to be on a motorized vehicle, I suppose, please be careful, because just even walking on this in my rain boots, it's very hard. It's a hard-packed snow, but it is very slick too. So I just encourage everyone to be careful. Get over to the other side, Mike. You got a car coming up behind you. All right. Well, we are going to kind of wrap it up here in downtown Charleston. One thing I do want to show you right here. Look, this is the BMW right here that's had the snow piled up on it. He came out here, tried to push it all off, but there's still a good amount out there. So everyone, please be careful when you're out playing in the snow. But for now, I'm live in downtown Charleston. I'll send it back to you guys in the studio.
All right, Libba, thank you
gosh.
very much. One person looking for coffee, the other person looking for food. And unfortunately, as you saw out there, maybe out of luck, as everything is pretty much closed down for good reason.
Pickings are slim out there. I
Right.
mean, it's really difficult. Who would have thought that?
This is so much fun. You can see them out there playing around, running around. I just talked to one guy over there, Charles. He just ran away, though, with his dog. He was saying that he's been here all of his life, 17 years. They obviously have a snow day today, and they have never seen this much snow. So look at this. Isn't this just beautiful? We're out here at Horse Lot in downtown Charleston. We were trying to make our way out over to the Battery to show you that, too, but then we came across this beautiful scene, and all of these folks out here playing. And it's so cool. Hold on, let me see if anybody might want to talk to us about this. Hey, does anyone want to talk to us about what you're seeing today? Come on over. Oh, hey, kids. All right, Mike, if you want to come back over here, we'll talk to some of these folks here. So talk about, tell me your name.
Maggie.
Maggie. Here,
Yeah.
we'll walk closer
Okay,
to
great.
the camera here, Maggie. So tell me a little bit, how long have you lived here?
5 years.
5 years. Have
Yes.
you ever seen anything
No,
like this?
never.
Where are you originally from?
Northern Virginia, outside of DC.
So this is weather that you're kind of used to up there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But it's like magical here.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what did you come prepared? Do you have your snow
Rain
clothes?
boots.
Yeah, exactly. I'm right there.
Yeah,
with
I
you.
don't have snow gear, and these are leggings and my one winter coat. So
Yeah. So how's your dog Gibbs doing with all of it?
I was eating the snow.
Oh, look at this. This is so cool. This is so cool.
I know, he's just laying down eating the snow.
So what are your plans for today, for this snow day?
Just gonna stay inside, be warm, and play in the snow with Gibbs.
This is so great. And what part of the area do you live in?
We live right there in these townhouses, downtown Charleston.
So what have you seen throughout the morning? Talk about what you've seen.
So it started, we came out this morning and it was freezing rain, like kind of a drizzle, and then it just progressed. It got, harder, and then it started to turn to this mix. And it was like, is that snow? We couldn't really tell. And then all of a sudden it started snowing, and we were like, yes, this is now snow. Let's get out there and play.
That is so cool. That is so cool.
Yeah.
Well, have fun on your snow day. You gonna build a snowman?
If we can, yeah.
Okay. Maybe
throw some snowballs for Gibbs.
Yeah, awesome. Well, thank you so much for talking to me. Stay warm, and have fun with Gibbs out there. So you can see a number of people have come out here to start playing in the snow as it's starting to accumulate. We got a good thick chunk here. You know, there's a good amount in the snow, enough for a snow angel. We got some kids over there doing snowball fights. With this weather, guys, this is just incredible out here. It's fun down here in downtown Charleston because not many people are driving anywhere. Everyone's just coming out of their houses and hanging out.
Tuesday of next week.
All right, let's go back to the peninsula, back to downtown Charleston. Libba Holland has met a lot of folks from Morocco to Germany. Not sure who's out there right now. I know she was in search of food for a little while there, Libba. I'm not sure if you found anything to eat. Brendan and I are sharing a pack of
peanuts.
On the set.
Yeah, you guys, I have a protein bar, and that's about what I'm sticking with for right now until I can get inside. But I will tell you, there is a restaurant here on King Street right next to Moe's called Spring Rolls, and it's an Asian cuisine restaurant. They were sitting people down. There were people that were pulling up, hearing that was one of the only restaurants open, and so they're going there to get some hot food, and they've got lots of soup there, so yeah, it looks really good. But anyway, we'll walk over here closer toward King Street. You can see what it looks like out here. There are a few people out here right now kind of walking around, I'm sure coming out of the Francis Marion Hotel, but it is still just a coat of snow out here, a good amount of snow out here. And as we walk along King Street, I do want to point out the roads to you that they are covered in snow, ice. So as people drive around here, another thing to note is that you can't see the lines in the middle of the road. So it's very hard to distinguish, you know, where one lane is versus another lane, you know, unless it is a one-way street. So I would advise that people, you know, don't try to pass other people. And also, if you're going to be out driving, please know that there are still people out here walking around, and they can't determine where the road starts versus where the sidewalk and the grass starts. So, so please know that there are pedestrians out here walking around trying to find food, trying to find convenience stores open, all of that. But earlier in the day here in Marion Square, it was a party going on. There are lots of people out here playing rugby, playing frisbee, playing snowball fights. A lot of fun going on out here. But now the snow is dying down. There actually, I maybe see just a few flurries every now and then. But the snow is really dying down here in downtown Charleston, and it's starting to look kind of eerie. You don't normally see Charleston this empty, but I will say I have my light here to kind of show you where I am. But Francis Marion Square is right behind me. We got on the corner here. Let's move out of the way. We have a policeman right here in the middle of the road driving up, kind of doing little welfare checks, making sure everybody's okay here along King Street. And if you don't have to drive, if you're downtown and you don't have to drive anywhere, you know, maybe try to walk to find some sort of food, try to walk to find a convenience store open. I do know that there are a number of convenience stores that are here on King Street that are open, and a lot of people are going in, kind of like Brennan and Carolyn, grabbing some crackers, you know, some pre-made sandwiches. There is that available, but I think that this is just, and it is good that the businesses are closing down so that people don't have to travel in this weather, but it is making it hard to find something warm to eat, you know, a good meal. So it might be a good night to, you know, if you still have power, open a can of soup and cook that yourself at home, make yourself a peanut butter sandwich. And please know that if you do not have power, crews are working really hard to get that. I was trying to figure out, careful Mike, there's somebody behind you. I was trying to get that, trying to figure out if there were any power outages here in downtown Charleston. So if you're experiencing something, feel free to tweet us. It's WCBD or Libba_WCBD. That's our Twitter handles. But as it gets darker and as the snow stops, it's like Rob said, it's going to start freezing again, and it's very dangerous to be out there on the roads. Like I said, you can't see the lines in the street. So please, if you are out there, follow behind somebody. A lot of people have turned on their hazard lights to kind of show exactly where they're going. And there are still Charleston police crews out here kind of monitoring the area, even EMS, and I've seen fire trucks rolling through too. But yeah, it's slow. It's starting to slow down here in downtown Charleston. Not as many people out here playing, just people kind of going out as they need to, as it is kind of starting to get colder. Maybe that's just me. Maybe it's just because I've been out here for so long. But yeah, we're kind of stationed here right around Marion Square, and people have been walking around. But a lot of visitors here are coming here saying, "Hey, I didn't expect for the weather to be like this." I actually met a group of students that were from a high school in Miami, and they were here visiting, and they were actually journalism students. And they said that they came here and they saw this happening, so they started reporting, doing reports to send back to folks at home, kind of playing the news, reporting here from Charleston to send back to folks in Miami. We, of course, have a lot of Florida reporters who are also probably pretty shocked by this. But yeah, to just kind of recap the conditions here in downtown Charleston, snow is slowing down. Since it's dark, it is very hard to see the roads, hard to navigate through them. It's becoming a little bit slicker out here, but police are still monitoring this situation. But a lot of fluffy snow out here. It'll be so interesting to see what exactly happens overnight. You know, what will happen, what the snow will look like tomorrow morning, if it will still be just as fluffy, because as you pack it down, you can definitely tell how slick it is underneath. And so if you are out walking the dog late tonight or early in the morning, or just going to roam around, please know that it might be very slick out here on the sidewalks, because there's a pretty good pack of snow right here along the sidewalk. But yeah, the folks are starting to roam around, finding something good to eat. I believe the restaurant at the Francis Marion Hotel is also open. But again, spring rolls right down the street. That's the only thing I found really close by, and a few other convenience stores. But again, if you can stay inside, watch us on TV and just enjoy the night. If you can stay home, that's probably your best bet tonight. But we'll continue to monitor this for the next few hours or so and see what comes out of downtown Charleston here. But for now, live here in Marion Square, I'll send it back to you guys in the studio.
Libba, Brendan and I aren't surprised that you're a little bit colder, because it is a little bit darker, so you don't have the help of the sun to warm you up. Yes. But we're also talking about the fact that there seems to be a lot of cars driving those streets, and you mentioned that you can tell that underneath that layer of snow, it's pretty slick. Are you surprised? Does it appear as though officers are out directing traffic or rerouting traffic in any way? Seems to be a lot of motorist activity.
Right. You know, actually, police don't seem to be rerouting people exactly. You know, if they're doing something dangerous, I have seen police kind of stop people to tell them, you know, hey, you might not want to be doing something like that, you know, like just doing anything dangerous that could be harmful to them in the middle of the road. They will tell them to stop doing that, but I don't see them directing traffic. The stoplights here on King Street are still working, and people do seem to still be following the rules of the stoplights. But like I said, it's hard to see the lines in the road. So yeah, it is kind of surprising that there are a number of cars out here, but again, that might be a lot of people just trying to find something to eat and find something open if they're not in walking distance of King Street or something that's busier like King Street. And I also have noticed a lot of the cars that are on the roads are big trucks or SUVs, and they haven't been going any faster than, I would say, 10 to 15 miles per hour, because it's very hard to go fast out here. We've seen some folks kind of slide around, and if your car doesn't have very good traction on the wheels, then that can certainly be dangerous out here, guys.
Yeah, I can guarantee not many people, if any, have snow tires here in the low country. No traction at all. All right, thank you very much, Libba Holland out there, who's been updating us all day from different parts of downtown Charleston. Great work out there tonight, Libba.
Stay warm. So you guys, if you just kind of take a look around us, this is just so incredible. You can see here on the out over the lake, you see the ducks are still out there migrating toward that giant Christmas tree out there in the middle. You know, I'm sure that this is something that they're not used to down here either. But this is just such a beautiful sight here in downtown Charleston. So, you know, take a look outside your window, see what it looks like out here. I will say earlier today there was a lot of ice. There's a lot of ice accumulating on the trees, and every time the wind would get a big gust, the ice would kind of come down. So that's something to look out for if you're going to go outside and be out in your front yard playing in this snow. But it's definitely starting to come down. You can see it's finally accumulating here near Colonial Lake. We're going to be very careful. We don't want to have to drive if we don't have to, but we're going to try and walk to maybe some other hot spots and cold spots, I guess, in downtown Charleston to show you what it looks like around there so that you don't have to get out and look at it yourself. So, guys, this is just incredible. This is beautiful. Making history here in
Bring
Charleston.
Those kids back.
Yeah, we need those kids.
We want more of that commentary from Augie about
political.
Exactly, political statement.
We won't go there on this show.
Right, exactly.
Global warming.
Yes.
But, you know, we talked to Libba earlier, and she was showing us at that time we were seeing a lot of freezing rain,
Right.
and that now
And we
that
said
that's
that